We all know that it's important to protect the things that matter, whether it's people, whether it's pets, whether it's your home and property. But there are a lot of home security options out there. And so how do we know which home security system is the right choice for us? And I'm here to help you figure it out. By the end of this video, you'll know how to identify your security needs so that you can find the security system that makes sense for your priorities, your lifestyle, and I think most importantly, your budget. I'm Rebecca, the lead safety reporter and in-house security expert for Safewise. I have been working with security systems for 6+ years. There are three main things that I think lay the foundation for everything. It's what do you want to protect? Where do you want to protect it? And finally, what kind of budget do you have? First thing you do is figure out the main thing that you want to keep safe. Is it people? That can be people entering your home or people while they're inside the home. Are there pets that you want to keep safe? Is it your property? It could be a combination of these things. But identifying your top priority with what you want to keep safe will help you know the types of security tools and devices that are going to work best for your needs. Outside your home, your main goals are preventing someone from getting in, stealing your stuff, and causing damage. The security tools that are important include motion sensor lights that will come on when someone's entering. And this could be to keep a bad person away, but it could also be to make sure when you're stumbling home after dark with a handful of groceries, you're not going to trip on the steps. Secondly, security cameras are important, especially if you're not always home to see what's happening. Entry sensors are another important thing that are often overlooked outside the home. They can let you know if a gate's been opened, if the door to the shed has been opened, if you have a pool and you want to make sure the kiddos don't get in there unsupervised. An entry sensor is going to alert you and let you know what's going on, just the same way it lets you know if someone's trying to get into your house, and that adds so much safety to your home. Finally, I think you want something that brings all of these tools together into one mobile app that is going to alert you instantly when stuff is going on. No matter where you're at, you're going to be able to know what's happening and take the appropriate actions to keep what matters to you safe. Next, we're going to talk about inside your home. Again, I think that a security system that uses motion detection is going to be right up your alley. And motion detection is a very basic element that's going to come in almost any security system that you're looking for. One thing that I do recommend, if you have pets, look for pet-friendly motion sensors. I know when I'm not home, the cats and dog are everywhere, all over the place. I would be getting nonstop alert. So there are security systems that offer pet-friendly sensors, and they're not going to detect things under like a 45-pound rate. So unless if you got a giant dog, it might get more tricky. But most smaller pets are going to be able to fly under the radar of those motion sensors. So that's an important thing that will help not drive you crazy and want to turn off your security. Also include security cameras. Again, cameras outside and cameras inside, I think are your number one best security tool. And inside, what is really helpful is to have a camera with two-way talk and live video streaming, because you can also use it as a way to stay in touch with like your kids. If they come home after school and you're still in the office, you can make sure they're doing their homework, see how their day went. There's security, but you're also just upping your overall quality of life at that point. So all of those elements, motion detectors, cameras, your app, your entry sensors, a siren, are covering the very basics that you can get from a home security system. However, there's a lot more that you can do with a home security system these days. There are a lot of extras. You can have sensors and monitors that connect or listen for your smoke detector, carbon monoxide detector, and can send you an instant alert if something like that is detected. You can also add sensors that look for things like water leaks, changes in temperature that could be warning you that the pipes might freeze. You can also add other tools like smart locks, smart lighting. You can hook it up with your smart thermostat. And my very, very favorite thing to do is to hook it all into my voice assistant. So I don't even have to hit the button or raise a finger. I can just say, hey, Alexa, arm the door. And whether you go with Amazon Alexa or Google Assistant or some other voice assistant, I think a security system that works with voice control is super convenient and very fun. And now we're going to talk about SelfPro Monitoring before we talk about your budget. Whether you are more interested in protecting the inside or the outside of your home, or a little bit of both, is whether you want to take on the job of monitoring that security system or you want to farm that out to the pros, which I think is an awesome idea. A professionally monitored system is going to give you the opportunity to have a professionally trained monitoring center directly contact the help that you need. If you are monitoring your system yourself using the app, then you are the person that you need to rely on to take all the steps that are needed to get help on its way. And so it really comes down to whether you want that responsibility or you want a little bit of extra help doing it. Now, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. How much is all of this stuff going to cost me? I do not think that anybody should sacrifice financial security for home security. I really, really want to emphasize that you need to know your budget, what you want to spend upfront and what you're willing to spend every month before you start talking to a home security company, because they are smart and they are persuasive and they want you to be as protected as possible, and it is really easy to get caught up and end up with a much more of a home security system than you really, really need. Another thing to think about is, how do you feel about contracts? If you're willing to make a long-term commitment, you're usually going to end up paying a lot less upfront because they are going to lease out the cost of your equipment over the length of your contract. If you want no contract, you want to have home security professional monitoring for as long or as little as you like, then you're going to be buying all of your equipment up front. So identify those things before you really dig in and start going down the purchasing path. Once you're ready to start putting your home security system together, here are a few things that we think that you need to watch out for. First of all, watch out for upselling. A lot of our favorite home security companies offer you a free in-home security assessment, which is great, but they are going to want to put you in a maximum security home. So keep in mind your budget and don't stray from that. Another thing to look out for, especially if you end up in a security system that comes with a contract, make sure that you really are into that commitment, because termination fees are very steep. They tend to range anywhere from about 70% of the full remainder of your contract to 100% of the remainder of your contract. So a lot of people never cancel their home security contract because they're going to pay for it either way. It's not always clear until you are digging into the fine print later. Another thing, many home security companies, especially the ones that will give you $0 down or $99 down with that contract, are going to be running a credit check, and get clarity on that so that you're very clear on whether your credit's going to get run or not. Now that you know what to look for, you can find solutions for every scenario and every budget on Safewise.com. We have done thousands of hours of research, hands-on testing to put together tips, advice, and product reviews that will help you buy smart and live safe. So go to Safewise.com and find our home security recommendations for renters, for homeowners, for DIY addicts, for college students, for pet lovers, and more.